Anybody else rolling into Monday like this? I hope those kids are okay. Let's get into the freaking news. Over the weekend, videos circulated everywhere. President Macron reportedly doing drugs on camera. And Alex Jones got into the mix. And it's not like he doesn't look absolutely freaking cracked out right here. Bro, are you okay? You look like you're losing it. Zelensky posted an after picture after they all took blow together. Apparently, who knows? But it made me start thinking and questioning. Why would someone need to do drugs? Could it be because you're married to a trans person? I don't know what Candace Owens has to say, but is it the craziest thing in the world that some of our leaders are on drugs? You tell me.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go let the world
trust the government.
She sent in a little video for us. Oh. Here she is.
Hey, in spite of everything you've heard, and let me just make sure you all know that it's actually me. Say, it's me.
Anti-woke.
Anti-woke?
suck on this, Biden.
Would we the all
Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic day. This internet video is circulating and causing up stir, and it's literally like the blue dress video or picture. Is it blue? Is it gray? Is it a bag of Coke or is it a napkin? Did he just recently wipe his butt and put it on the table, or is that just a bag of blow and he's happy to see us? President Macron is in the news for the meeting that he had with Vladimir Zelensky, where they all 3, 4, 5, whatever numbers that is. Oh my God, I need coffee. All 5 of them got together to discuss Ukraine, blah, 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 blah. And Zelensky might have came to the meeting with a little bit of parting gifts, a little bit of exciting gifts that everyone can enjoy together. Watch this video. Look at this. He immediately sits down and then touches another man's hand. That's so French. I love it. Oops. And everyone is saying not only is that a bag of Coke, but there's also a straw on the table right here. And they pulled that away. They both pulled it away at the same time. Check it out again. Look at this. Would you look at that? Oops. We got your drugs. He literally looks like every child that was ever hiding their marijuana from their parents and is busted in front of cameras. Oh, what is this? I don't even know what this drug is. But dear God, you know Keir Starmer doesn't do anything of the sort. That dork is probably like, what is that on the table? But this guy definitely does. This guy, with that collar coming out of that shirt, that dude likes to party. That's just a fact. And we all know Macron does. Let's see it from the outside. Let's see it from another angle. You can see it right here on the table.
we came through Germany.
Came through Germany.
We got through the border.
Through the border. Oh, touch. Oh. Oh. Ah, yes. 3 totally straight dudes. Good morning, Jacobed. 3 totally straight dudes just doing a little coke together. Having a little fun. What don't world leaders not do together? What's that sentence even mean? It's refreshing to see that even leaders of major countries are still feeling ashamed about their drug use. But when you should be feeling more ashamed by this. If you ever touch my hand like that, I will lose my shit. I will go nuts. I will go nuts. Menage a lemon party. Oh my God. Oh my God. Just 3 lovers trying coke together for the first time. See, even Alex Jones said, it's clearly a bag of blow. It's clearly a bag of blow turning all the freaking leaders gay. Now, they've taken this picture and they've enhanced it to show some quality visuals, and I can't tell what this is either. I can't, honestly, to me, if I could be honest for a second, I can't tell if it's a napkin. It's definitely a bag of blow, though. You know, it's for sure. But it has turned into the what color is the dress theory. I mean, if you could just look at Macron's face for a second, right before he sits down, he looks a little high off his rocker. You look like you're having a good time. You look like you just partied all night. Not only that, as somebody who's very fluent in my previous life about partying all night and then getting up in the morning and putting a nice dress shirt on, you always put on that wrinkly dress shirt and then you put on a zip-up hoodie around it. This guy looks like every guy I went to high school with that got hammered on the weekends and still had to play like he's the good old boy. Like everything's just fine. He's doing just great. The kids are happy. I'm happy. We're having a good time, but gets plastered on the weekends. He looks like every rich kid that I knew that did drugs. They swap bubbles. Guilty. I think it is potentially being guilty. But 4 guys back in France. 5 Guys. This isn't 5 Guys Pizza. No. This is 5 guys doing coke together. Yes. 1 coke for you, 2 coke for me, 3 cokes for me. Ah, yes. Fantastic. Just me and the boys doing a little bit of blow on the weekends and starting World War III. I think that's the craziest thing to me is they definitely do drugs at some point. I mean, if you're a world leader, they're like artists in my point of view. If you can get away with it, do it. But at the same time, people have been asking the question, why would they even do coke? Oh, could it be because of Macron's wife? Look, if my wife had legs like that, I would do coke too. Look at those bad boys. Never skip leg day. Oh my God, bro. She's got the widest shoulders I've ever seen, and I don't even know if those are shoulder pads. And that wig is looking tight. Now, blow bros. They're blow bros. Yeah, exactly. Now, I'm reminiscing on this when Candace Owens dropped the bomb saying that Macron's wife is apparently not only not his wife, but also a dude. Not only just a dude, but a teacher from his youth that might have been grooming him. Looks like E.T. Yeah. And so if you have a lot of people that experience child abuse and if they're still with their people that are being victimized by, they might develop a drug habit. If I was Candace Owens, I would add this to the list. Let's get a quick reminder.
This is crazy.
Yes.
I'm talking crazy. Stop
So
everything,
crazy.
pay attention.
That's like 5 crazies.
If you're driving, pull over. Just kidding, you don't have to pull over, you can keep driving. But
No, pull over right now.
you just prepare yourself
I'm
for what is
prepared.
happening right now in France. So let me give you guys the background. Emmanuel Macron is the president of France. He is married to Brigitte Macron.
Beautiful,
okay?
brave, beautiful,
Their love
brave.
story has always been extremely weird and extremely creepy.
And sweet
She
and
is
sexy.
70 years old, allegedly, and he is just 46 years old.
Look, if you're with a 70-year-old and you're 46 and he actually looks like a decent-looking dude, there's problems.
So already right there, you have a 24-year age gap between them. And
Diddy did Molly for 30-plus years. How? Is that true?
at the very least, just looking into their love story, you're looking at what might be because they changed the age throughout the years, a story of pedophilia. I'll tell you what their official narrative has been. The official narrative is that when Emmanuel was just 15 years old, he was a drama student at a school, and his teacher was Brigitte.
It's a typical French love story. Now, the funniest thing is that all these pictures went around for a while saying that, you know, she is actually trans, and this is actually what she looks like right here. This is what she looks like, which I can kind of see it. It does kind of look like a dude, but, you know, of course, Twitter's got to ruin the party. A court in France has decided that Brigitte Macron is in fact a woman. How did they do that? Take off your pants and let's see what's going on underneath. 2 citizens were fined for libel after claiming that Brigitte Macron was a male. Interesting. So, what is to be believed? Leave it to the French. I completely agree. Now, this clip of Kamala Harris has been circulating around the internet, and it's reminding me that our leaders do, in fact, probably all do drugs together. That's just the bottom line. If you think that these people are sober, yet they're... Look, Donald Trump wakes up at 2 in the morning and tweets, and then sleeps for like 3 hours at 90 years old. They're giving him something. Unless he just has that MAGA energy. Which he might. But if I'm a betting man, look, I've been around the block. I'm freaking Jenny from the block. Many people actually call me Derek Jenny from the block. You're doing drugs if you're up that late and sleeping that little and still look that thin. Here is Kamala Harris reminding me, and guys in the chat, how many wines deep do you think she's in?
And I was just telling somebody recently who didn't know.
Yes.
We performed Free to Be You and Me. When I sang about my friend William, who was 5 years old and wanted a doll to hug and hold, I could sing the whole thing.
I think you should sing some now.
And I was just telling somebody recently who didn't know.
Okay, if anybody comes to you and is like, I got a story. I was just saying something recently. Stop everything you're doing. Give them a drug test. They're on some kind of methamphetamine, and check out their bloodstreams. They're peeing straight white Colombian powder. Diet Coke plus cocaine, 2 wine boxes. Yeah, I could totally see that.
We performed Free to Be You and Me.
And that look right there, dude. This look is I'm on a substance right here.
Free to Be You and Me.
She just hit that pose. You hit that pose, queen.
When I sang about my friend William, who was 5 years old and wanted a doll to hug and hold, I could sing the whole thing.
Okay, and you're trying to tell me that Joe Biden was able to do the State of the Union and any debate whatsoever without being on any kind of amphetamines? No chance. Look at the Nazis did it during World War II. You know they're doing it today. Why do you think Blitzkrieg was so effective? They got blitzed and then they krieged. I love this debate so much. I get excited about this sort of thing because the folklore is more exciting than actual truth in my eye. See, this could be just a bag, or it could, not even any kind of bag, but it could be a napkin. That's my thing. It could be a napkin, maybe. It maybe could be a napkin. But it is weird that there's also a straw-looking device right here that's also pulled away at the same time. And the fact that when he grabbed it, he looked embarrassed like a child. Right there. And as somebody who studies human psychology for a living, I know when people get embarrassed by their actions or by the words that come out of their mouth and they feel insecure immediately. And that is an insecure look. Let's look at that one more time.
Yeah.
Right there. That's him coping with his own insecurity of being busted. And see how he folds his arms around him to hug himself, to soothe himself after being caught with something. I'm not saying it's cocaine, but I'm saying whatever's in that bag or whatever that thing was, he doesn't feel too comfortable about it being on the table. Look how he rubs his arm because he feels uncomfortable. Let's get a zoom in. He's rubbing his arm and then he looks around. He's looking around saying, "Did you see that?"
Yeah.
Even Keir Starmer is like the friend that has never done drugs before, that when you and your friends get busted with drugs, he's like, "Oh no, mom's gonna be pissed. Mom's gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna freaking get so much trouble." And Macron, who's been doing it forever, just looks around like, "It's gonna be cool, bro. Just act like it's no big deal." Defense mode. Nick the Witness says it's a bag of coke or it's a wank rag. It's something, and it's disgusting. Whatever it is, it needs to be stopped now. All right, guys, have a fantastic day. Remember, this is the only news source you can trust for presidents and world leaders doing drugs. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, and also, I guess this just hit me as well. He touches his arm. And if anybody knows anything about people doing drugs or drinking too much, sometimes you get a little lovey-dovey when you normally wouldn't. You touch people when maybe they don't want to be touched. You feel energy. You feel good. You just want to rub people. And him grabbing his arm out of nowhere just to rub him in front of reporters might be a grounding technique because his mind is going nuts. Okay, so, and this is me breaking down world leaders doing drugs. Potentially, allegedly, not totally sure. Not totally sure. Okay, okay, lawyers. I still want to go to France someday and get a baguette. You know, I want to get Macron's wife baguette. I'll take the Brigitte special. Gets a little touchy. Busted Coke. Wait, busted Colonel Mustard? Yeah. Feeling swifty? It's like Schlitz beer, dude. You know, that beer was great beer on SNL. But if you started drinking too much Schlitz beer, you got really... That's important to know. Have a great day. I'll see you guys live later tonight. Remember to go make a difference in somebody's life. And if you see your boss, punch him right in the face.